Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and here I am talking about fragrances. Actually, probably proper way to say will be I will be talking about fragrances since it's my first ever video on this channel. So please don't judge me too hard because it's always hard to start. I'm a huge fragrance fan. I have such a huge collection and I do love to watch YouTube videos about fragrances myself, and I decided to start my own channel where I will be talking about my personal collection, or maybe about fragrances that I want, or maybe even fragrances I don't really like. So let's just go ahead and start. By the way, if you guys are wondering where my accent is from, it is from Russia. All right, so today I wanna talk to you about my Gourmand fragrances that I have in my collection. But since for the longest time Gourmand was my favorite category, I guess, of fragrances, I do have so many and they just simply won't fit in one video, so I will have to break it up in probably two parts. So today I will talk to you. I will show you what I have from designer Gourmand scents. And tomorrow, or probably later on today, I will make a video about my niche Gourmand fragrances. All right, so let's just go ahead and start. Okay. So my first ever fragrance I ever bought for myself was a fragrance from Lancome Hypnose. Oh my gosh, I remember back probably 10 years ago, if not even more. I was still a student and I really fell in love with this fragrance and I really wanted it, but like probably most students in the world, we don't really have money, so I had to literally save up money in order to buy this fragrance. I loved it so much, and I still love this fragrance. That fragrance I bought like 10-11 years ago. Of course I already finished it a long time ago and I never bought it again. But I always was planning on getting it, but it's just like it's always there are so many fragrances in the world. I would just go ahead and get something else instead. So this bottle I just recently returned back to my collection. I ordered it from someone else selling it on YouTube. Oh, pardon me, not YouTube, on eBay. So, and the reason I did it because I wanted to get an older formula, because I do think they changed the formula, because recently I went to the store to smell Hypnose Eau de Parfum, but it did smell different. It did smell somewhat different, not as sweet as the original version. So I decided not to get it. I just went on eBay and I found the original formula, and that's why this juice is a lot darker than the one you see in the store. In the store, the juice is more of a like light purple lavender color, and here it's very deep dark brown, almost cognac or bourbon color. The reason why juice changes the color is vanilla, because usually vanilla by the time it does turn fragrance darker and darker. So in my bottle, I believe my bottle is from 2008, so it's very old, 12-13 years old, and that's why it is so dark, but it still smells amazing. Fragrance, the color didn't affect the fragrance. It does still smell like that old Hypnose I really loved. This fragrance is about vanilla. It's a deep, dry, woodsy vanilla, and this perfume has very prominent note of Passiflora. For those who don't know what Passiflora is, it's the flower, the bloom of passion fruit. It has very unique, distinctive scent. and the perfumer was able to recreate this scent in this fragrance. So the Passiflora note makes this fragrance very, very unique. It's very different from everything else I know. Even though since this fragrance came out, it's been so many years, I honestly, I haven't smelled anything like it. It is a very, very unique scent. And I do think it's because of that Passiflora note it has. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's sophisticated, and it's very, very feminine. I really love this fragrance, but I don't wear it that often anymore. It's more of a like sentiment, it has more of a sentimental, like nostalgic value for me. All right, next fragrance. Also, I've loved this fragrance for so many years. It's Dior Addict from Christian Dior. I have the old bottle from 2002, and I also ordered it from eBay from someone else selling it. The reason why, also, they did change the formula, and it is different. So this fragrance is about tonka bean. Tonka bean, lots of dry vanilla, and it's a natural vanilla. It's not that vanilla like a chemical whatever, they have the chemical powder white color. No, this is a natural vanilla. It's tonka beans. It's creamy, soft, dry sandalwood, and it's white flowers. I can't really say what exactly what kind of white flower is in here. I just do smell flowers, but I can't identify them. In the top notes of this fragrance, they list also bergamot and blackberry. I personally cannot smell any berries or citrus in this fragrance. It is mostly about vanilla, tonka, and woods. It's deep, it's dark, but it's warm. It's extremely sensual and seductive, but it's also sophisticated. It smells very expensive. It smells very expensive and elegant. I adore this fragrance. I really love it, and I try not to use it too often because it's really hard to find the original formula. But to be honest with you, the new formula is not so bad. I actually quite like it, and I would wanted to add the new Dior Addict to my collection as well. What they did in the new formula is there is no tonka. The woods are a lot softer. It's more about vanilla and white flowers. Vanilla, white flowers. It is a lot softer. It's more, I would say, eatable. It smells more like ice cream. When this one is, yes, it is gourmand, but you don't really want to eat it. The new Dior Addict, yes, you do. You just want to eat it. It's also beautiful. I also like it, and I want it as well. All right. So next fragrance is also by Christian Dior, is Hypnotic Poison. Absolutely love it. I've loved this fragrance for years as well. It has vanilla, it has bitter almond, it has coconut. Coconut in this fragrance, it's not a coconut milk or coconut water, it's a sweet vanilla coconut. It's also very seductive and sensual. But this fragrance, I would probably consider wearing it even daytime, nighttime, doesn't really matter. I would probably wear it any season, summer, fall, spring, winter, doesn't really matter. One Dior Addict. For me, it's mostly fragrance for the colder weather or for going out. And this one is more versatile. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Also, both of these fragrances I do see on men and women. They are beautiful, they are very sensual, warm, and you just wanna wear it, like, especially when it's cold. Beautiful. All right, so next on the list is the Le Parfum from Lalique. Also vanilla, of course, also natural vanilla. Woods, I think it's a warm and creamy sandalwood. It's bay leaves that make this fragrance very unique and different. And there is some kind of soft spices in this fragrance. It's also beautiful. It's also beautiful, elegant, sensual, and seductive, just like everything else before. But also the reason why I love this fragrance, it's actually a it's a great fragrance, great gourmand fragrance for both men and women. The price point. The price point of this fragrance, guys, I bought it for literally $25. I believe I ordered it from a fragrance net. You just can't beat this price. You get quality and it doesn't cost that much. It's a beautiful fragrance. If you are looking for something sweet, warm, something very sensual, but you don't want to spend too much money, this is a great choice. And by the way, this fragrance is made by Dominique Rapillon. Like, he's one of my favorite perfumers. He's a genius. He's a master perfumer. And this fragrance, guys, the price of this fragrance beats it all up. It's a great fragrance. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Okay, next but not least, one of my favorite designer fragrances is Prada Candy. I do love it. Love it, love it, love it. And this is already a second bottle. This one is about caramel and iris. I believe iris root. It's a bittersweet fragrance. Yes, it has the caramel, but usually when there is a note of caramel in the fragrance, most of the time the fragrance will be very, very sweet, like a sticky sweet scent. This one, not the case. Yes, it is sweeter, but it's not overly sweet. Probably because of that bitter note of the iris root. It kind of makes this fragrance powdery and like a bittersweet. And when it comes to gourmand fragrances, especially very sweet gourmand scents, I can't really wear them that often. Or I put it on my skin and they kind of start annoying me after a couple hours because they're so sweet. This one, not the case. It's beautiful, it's feminine, and this is one of those gourmand fragrances I can literally wear them every day. Love it. Prada Candy. All right, next fragrance is not my favorite, honestly. It's Angel by Thierry Mugler, or just by Mugler, because I think this house changed their name. They're just Mugler now. So, for those who love gourmand fragrances, this is the first ever gourmand fragrance made. Back in 1992, so 28, almost 29 years ago, this baby came out. This fragrance is about vanilla. It's overdose of vanilla. There is chocolate, there is something sticky sweet in this fragrance. I can't really identify what is that, but the pyramid of this fragrance is massive. I don't really remember everything, but I know there's lots of vanilla, there is chocolate, and there is patchouli. That dark, deep, chocolatey patchouli, that's what makes this fragrance unwearable for me. I don't really like that type of patchouli. That's why I can't really wear this fragrance. It's overly sweet for me. But this fragrance is still extremely popular. A lot of people love it. And I do understand why. Because it's definitely unique. It's unique, it's different, and it's the first of a kind. It's the first gourmand fragrance ever made. And I do have lots of respect for this fragrance. I do have lots of respect for the house of Thierry Mugler. They make great masterpiece fragrances. You may love it, this house, you may not love it, but I do have to admit it is a great house. And I'm not going to get rid of this fragrance. I'm just gonna have it in my collection just because of the respect to this fragrance. All right, so next is Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. Guys, I've had this fragrance for just a couple months. I think I got it in September. We've been using it a lot. When I say we, it's me and my husband. It's so beautiful, especially for winter and fall. Especially we've had a lot, we've used it a lot for holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. This fragrance is about vanilla. It's about like a smoking woods that makes it smell almost like a fireplace. And I do smell some kind of like a cookies or pie, something baking in this fragrance. That's why I really loved it for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, just to stay home, watch video, have a family dinner, and enjoy a great, cozy, warm fragrance by Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. Great, love it. So next two guys from Tom Ford. Oh, luckily I didn't break it. Lost Cherry and Vanille Fatale. A lot of people classify Tom Ford as niche. It's not entirely true. It's considered as a designer fragrance house. That's why I decided to mention them in this video. But they are great fragrances. These two are one of my most favorite fragrances ever, especially Vanille Fatale. Vanille Fatale, it's about vanilla, it's tonka beans, it's coffee, chocolate, tobacco, it's soft, warm spices, and dry fruits. It's extremely sensual, it's beautiful, it's warming. Absolutely love it. Lost Cherry is about, well, of course, cherries. It's a cherry pie, cherry liquor, cherry just covered with sugar. I smell chocolate here. I do smell sandalwood. It's also warm and cozy. Love these fragrances. And by the way, I get so many compliments on Vanille Fatale when I wear it. My husband loves it on me. My friends love it. My co-workers love it. It's a great fragrance. I absolutely love it. And I don't know if you guys can see, I did get so much use of this fragrance. No, I don't think you guys can see. Literally, I only have like 20% of it left, and I probably need to get another bottle. I really love this fragrance. Love them both. Lost Cherry and Vanille Fatale. So guys, I think I'm done with my designer Gourmand fragrances for the day. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next video about Gourmand niche fragrances. Thank you, and bye.